everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are MV Board Gaming. I'm Nick.
I'm Vic.
And today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to start this new series, which we're going to do once a week for a couple months here. Tell you games to play instead of your classic games. Here are some more modern games to play. This week is going to be the game of chess. So we're going to do a little list here, go back and forth with our picks. And it's not going to be in any order. We're not going to say this is the best one. We're just going to give you 7 games, let's say. And you can go ahead and try to find them out for yourself. First one on my list is War Chest. War Chest combines bag building, which is a term you might not be familiar with, but essentially you don't have that static board like you would in chess. You're going to be drafting and drawing units out of a bag. So you're going to build up a bag and get better units, and you're going to draw 3 each on your turn, and you're going to place them out. So you're not exactly going to know if you're going to get what soldier you might get from your bag, but you're going to be able to pick as far as what goes in your bag. You just don't know at any given moment what might result.
That's interesting. Well, similar to that, where there is no board, is the game Hive. Hive is a game where the hexagonal tiles are laid out. You create the board. Each player will have their own stack of tiles. And there are different insects on the tiles that have different movement or different capture abilities. And you pretty much are trying to capture or surround the opponent's queen bee. And so it is very similar to chess in that there is a queen character that you're trying to get. And in this case, well, I know the king is the chess, but royalty, you're capturing royalty, but it has a different play on it because there is insect tiles with different abilities, and the board is slowly developing as the players take turns.
Nice.
Yeah.
My next pick would be Santorini. In Santorini, you're building out buildings in the city of Santorini. So it's an abstract game, yes, but you're building higher buildings. Your goal is to reach the 3rd level, be the first one to reach the 3rd level of a building, but it's not as easy as it sounds. You're building out adjacent to yourself, and people are capping off buildings as you try to go to them, so they can cap them off to make sure you can never go to the 3rd level. And that once you cap off a building, that tile, that little on the grid is actually blank. You can't go to it anymore. So you're fighting off, and you can play with variable player powers. So there's different ways to play it, and I recommend that one.
And it's pretty cute too. The box has some cute artwork. My pick, again, going forward, is Cairn. We actually have a review about this game if you want to check it out. I'll have a card up at the top of this video for you to look at it in more detail. But pretty much this game is all about surrounding your opponent's player pieces in different configurations. And what's interesting is the configuration flips. So every time you take an action as well, you actually flip the action tile over, and it reveals a different action that you're always on the lookout to see what you've just given your opponent. So it's not so much of what you're doing, but also what your opponent's doing. And there are different tiles that come out that have modifications to the board where certain actions will become available, which leads to more strategy in the game. But it is very similar to chess, and that you are going after your opponent's pieces. It is a 2-player only game, and it does require a lot of thought, I find, yeah.
Another one that might work is Blocus Duo. Blocus, I feel like, is maybe the most mainstream on our list. Blocus Duo, just 2 players, and you go and you get your color, and your other player gets their color. We're gonna have the same amount. They're gonna be Tetris shapes. We have to, every time we place one of our Tetris tiles, that has to touch one of our previous tiles, but it has to only touch the corner. And you keep doing this until both players do not have any legal moves, and then you're going to see who has the least of their tiles left. Sounds easy? It is easy. Try it, though. See if you'll like it.
I thought it was called Blockus.
It might be. I think it's called Blocus, though.
Yeah, who knows? When you first said it, I thought you meant locusts. Now I know what you mean, okay. My pick, again, going forward, is Onitama. We also have a video for this one as well that you can check out by clicking the card above our heads here. This one is another 2-player only game where you are being mindful of what actions you're actually giving your opponents, because it's a card-driven game where you have a master token and you have students, these little figurines and the little miniatures on the board, and you're trying to either reach the other side of your opponent of the board to your opponent's area, or to capture the master. And that's done through different martial arts configurations, which are on cards that once you use it, it goes to your opponent to have available. So it'll be up for bid the next turn that they go. So you have to consider that if you use this thing, they're going to be able to do it right back to you afterwards. So very thoughtful game and chess-like for sure.
That's a good one. That's might be the favorite on the list right there. Might be. It's up there. It's top 3 for sure. Yep. That, Karen, War Chest, those are all really good games. Last one for me, Volknut. It's the newest one, I believe. We've only played this on Tabletop Simulator, but it was a lot of fun. It's chess-like because you're moving in a grid and you're trying to trap people. So that's where it goes. It's a little different, but it feels like chess. There's something about it, the way you're trapping people. You're making sure that they can't move. When they can't move, you remove them from the board. You have your group, your own little guild, I guess you can call it. So all your players are the same, but they're special from everyone else. So everyone else has their own type of player that can do different things. I really enjoyed it. You're just trying to trap people and take over the board, score the most points that way. And there you go.
Yeah, so that's some great games you can check out if you've been watching the Queen's Gambit, got into chess, wondering what you could play that's maybe a little different than chess. I mean, there's nothing wrong with chess for sure, but if you're looking for something new, there's 7 great games that you can check out. And if you know somebody who enjoys chess, maybe you might want to show them this video and maybe check out some of these games to play with them. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more awesome game suggestions. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.